This last week has been pretty wild, and that might be an understatement. I don't know why, but it's one of those times where people are either mad at MrBeast or some big content creators said things that are controversial, and in this case, it's both. So first off, MrBeast has once again been cancelled for doing a good deed, and funny enough, it's only been a month since the last time this happened. To explain the context, MrBeast made a video a while back where he cured 1,000 blind people of their blindness, and people on Twitter got angry at him because they assumed he was just doing it for attention. It's really dumb that people get mad at stuff like that. Like, even if he's doing it for attention, he's still doing a good thing. But of course, people on Twitter refuse to understand that. Anyways, I bring this up because MrBeast recently uploaded a new video where he gives shoes to 20,000 kids in Africa. Obviously this is amazing, but not surprisingly, he got hated on for this. People on Twitter were once again arguing that he was doing it for attention. Nothing new there. MrBeast however debunks these arguments by explaining that all the money he makes from his philanthropy channel goes to his charities and food banks. He's also stated in the past that he would be a lot more rich and wealthy if he didn't create MrBeast philanthropy. So in summary, the controversy doesn't make any sense. But like I said before, even if he was just doing it for attention, who the hell cares? He's doing a good thing, isn't he? But that's not the only argument that was being made. Some people are also arguing that giving away shoes wasn't enough, that maybe MrBeast should have given these kids more. And while I do think this is a valid argument, MrBeast basically explains in the video that he's not just trying to give these kids drip or whatever. The reason he's giving them shoes is so they can have an easier time getting to school, because if you don't know, these kids have to walk to school, and the path they take is not very safe. So when you take that into consideration, I think what he's doing here is perfectly fine. Sure, he could give them more than just shoes, but let's not forget that he bought 20,000 pairs of shoes. Imagine if each pair was $100. That would mean that he spent at least $2 million on shoes. So once again, I think what he's doing here is perfectly fine. Another thing I've seen people complain about is how MrBeast isn't doing things that fit certain people's narratives. For example, I've seen some people out there who are attacking MrBeast for not calling out Elon Musk or criticizing capitalism, and they're acting like nothing he's ever done matters, all because he's never said capitalism bad. Obviously this is really stupid. This is basically like saying your parents don't care about you because they didn't buy you Fortnite V-Bucks, despite the fact that they've done so much good for you. Not only that, but it's not MrBeast's responsibility to say stuff that fits your political agenda. He's just a guy who does what he likes, and if you have a problem with that, then don't watch his videos. Simple as that. Overall, this whole drama is really stupid, and I wasn't even sure if I wanted to talk about this because of how many times people have hated on MrBeast for doing actual good things, but I thought I might as well bring it up. Next up, there was a lot of drama that recently happened between Moistcritikal and another channel named Sneako. Now this is something that stems back from a while ago, but basically, Charlie called out one of Sneako's friends, which led to Sneako getting really offended on his friend's behalf and having a huge meltdown, and that's basically how the beef started. Charlie tried to avoid talking about Sneako for a while, but a few months ago he made a video where he talks about what Sneako said in response to calling out his friend. However, it doesn't stop there, because Charlie also calls out Sneako for some pretty shocking things that says a lot about him as a person. First, Charlie calls him out for defending cuties, which if you don't remember was a Netflix movie that was basically sexualizing children. I don't even need to watch it just to tell you how deplorable and disgusting that movie is, and it really is just amazing how someone will unironically defend that movie. But Charlie also calls out Sneako for doing something called cuckolding, which is basically where you watch your partner having intercourse with other people for pleasure. What's ironic is that he felt ashamed for having to publicly admit to doing this, but instead of being angry at himself, he took out his anger on Charlie for calling him out. So in summary, Sneako is not only a creep who likes CP, but he's also a giant loser for allowing his girlfriend to have sex with other men. After Charlie made his video, Sneako would spend the next few months complaining about him and trying to challenge him to a fight, and it all eventually leads to this recent thread where Sneako basically defends the Taliban, but then he follows up with this tweet where he shows a collage of YouTubers who called him out, and not surprisingly, Charlie's included in this collage, and it's after this tweet where the argument begins. Holy shit, you pathetic, sensitive, soy little worm. I made fun of you for watching your girlfriend get fucked by numerous other men and also insulted you for defending child porn. That's not cancellation, that's just spitting on you for being a pitiful, sad cuck. You know in your soul you would never say that to my face. You literally have a collage of people that hurt your feelings on the internet. You haven't stopped whining about me for months now, you goofy NPC. Even if you beat my ass in a fight, it doesn't change the truth. You're still a cuck who also defends child porn. You're not special from the other 10 soy boys who say the same thing. If you got a problem, stop talking the internet, let's solve it. Got your Discord still working on responses? Brother, I have no problem. You started and I made fun of you in return. You're upset about publicly admitting to cuckoldry and getting mad at me for bringing it up. You should be mad at yourself instead. Have some self-reflection. And that's basically where the argument ends. Sneako says some other stuff afterwards, but it's not really worth going through all of it. So basically, Charlie is calling out Sneako's insecurities, and Sneako's just trying to act like a tough guy, getting ready for a fight. Now, I absolutely agree that it's better for someone to talk shit to your face and not on the internet where they're safe behind their computer, but Charlie isn't just blatantly talking shit about you, he's calling you out for your bad deeds, and if all you're gonna do is respond with, "Come say that to my face, bro," then you've automatically lost. But yeah, all you really need to know about Sneako is that he's a giant crybaby, and that he loves watching cuties and seeing his wife get fucked by their men. Sounds like a real cool guy if you ask me. Anyways, that's all the drama that there really is to talk about. There's been a lot going on recently, in fact there's even more that I didn't discuss, but I thought it'd be easier to just make one whole video, so here you go. If you made it this far, thanks for watching, and if you want to see more stuff from me, like and subscribe, and turn on the bell to be notified when I upload a new video, I would really appreciate it. And if you want to support me further, become a channel member where you'll get access to special features, but it's your choice if you want. And yeah, thanks again for watching, and peace out.